Good morning. I want to talk about the power of partnership. And the thing I want to know is why are so many people still in a relationship where the other person clearly do not care about you at all? And I want to make sure I set the tone here is when you're with someone that you say you love, but you're putting in most of the work and they are not, that's a problem because it becomes a burden on you. Even though, say you're not living in the same household with your boyfriend and girlfriend, but you should meet them halfway, but you refuse to because you are lazy. You are upset because you want to wallow in your own self-pity. But let me break it down to you. I'm going to start with myself first. This is way back when I was young. I was probably 26, 27. I'm 60 now. But I dated this young lady for probably a year and a half. And every time that she was doing things wrong in the relationship, I would question her about it, and confront her. She would get upset with me. So I was like, you know what? I'm about done with this relationship. It's time for me to walk away. I am done. But every time I would try to walk away, she would hit me with something like this. If you leave me, I am going to hurt myself. So me being naive and young, I would stay in the relationship. This went on and on. So finally, I had enough. And so I had to come up with a plan. I had to make what you call a business decision. So what I did was I went to her parents and explained the situation to them. About how she would say she's going to hurt herself every time I want to leave. Parents and I were both in agreement. Their parents was like, hey, you go and do what you have to do. Because I'm trending one way, she's trending the other way. I'm trying to trend up, she's trying to trend down. That's not the way I work. So I went to her apartment, and I never forget, it was on a Friday, and I told her, I'm done. So she hit me with the same thing. So here's what I hit her with. I wrote down a 1-800 number, helpline number to call for, to get some help. I said, here's the number. You call this number. I've told your parents I'm good. As I'm walking out, I turn and look at her. I said, I feel sorry for you. I really do. You got to do better with your life. And I hope you have a great life. I am gone. And I walked out. It was not easy. It was hard. But I knew at the time I had to draw that line in the sand and move on with my life, because the more she said that, I was going to stay. Let me fast forward something to you to today. Well, last year, this young lady I work with, very nice young lady, I love her, thank the world of her. She's going through this thing with her boyfriend. Okay, this guy, he stays with his mother. She has her own place, her own apartment. The best of my knowledge, she has her own apartment. Well, I told her last year, I said, listen, if this guy's not going to do what he needs to do, you need to walk away. Or she said, well, we had a conversation. She said, well, I'm trying to, I said, well, give him to January of this year. And do you think anything changed? Do you really think anything changed? No, it has not. Get a job, you quit a job. Oh, I didn't feel like this job was fitting for me. Okay, no job is fitting for everybody. It's a job just to get you through. So this continues to go on. And finally she hit me and said, hey, you know what? I feel just told him. So I finally told him I'm done with him. Walked away. I believe it in a sense, but this guy's a manipulator. He used the same tactics on her that girl used on me back when I was younger. Same identical tactics. Mind you, this guy lives on his mother's couch at his mother's house. She has her own place. He used the same tactics. Well, if you leave me, I'm going to hurt myself. So that kept pulling her back in a relationship. He knew what he was doing. He knew it. And it's sad that you as a grown man will use a tactic like that because you waddling in your self-pity. The thing I've learned is this: a dog can only be a dog, and a tree can only be a tree. But a human being, you can change your habits. You can change only if you want to change. But this individual refuses to change. So I happened to be searching for something. And I found this poem by D.H. Lawrence, and I want to try to paraphrase it for you best I can. I never saw a wild thing sorry for itself. A small bird will fall frozen dead from a bough without ever feeling sorry for itself. And I kind of went a little bit deeper in that. I went and looked up some other information. Basically, what it's breaking down like animals don't wallow in self-pity. They just don't do it. They find a way they get in survival challenge. They challenge themselves. They just keep pushing forward until they can't go anymore. Humans are different. We can change, and we can also change the way we act towards the individual that you're supposed to love. You have to change. You must change. You can't continue to bring that person down because you in your self-pity mode, and you want them to kind of fall back with you. It can't happen because misery loves company. And I say this to individuals that's listening to me. Don't allow misery to pull you in. Do not do it. But as I'm continuing to process with her, and as I said to her, I said, the same thing. I said, he has the same habits. He hasn't changed. You can't change him. Like she said, she's gone from it. I hope and pray she is. Because this guy continued to use the same old tactics. He won't work. But you have the audacity to call her When she's working 2 jobs, you call her, could you bring this to me? Could you bring me that, this and that? And then when she get off, when she's tired, you want her to make a meal for you? No, it has to stop. There has to be a line drawn in the sand. No more. Ladies, if you're in a situation like this, you have to say to yourself, no more. This is not a partnership anymore. It's not a partnership anymore. It's someone that's demanding you to give them your time when you're tired, when they are well rested, they got energy. When you're tired, sometimes you want to get home, you want to take a shower, go to bed and relax. But you have this individual who's been up all day, who's now becomes a hellion. He's wanting your time. Well, I understand that. Well, what you say to him is, what I want from you is you to get a damn job. You to kind of help me when I'm tired. Do for me like you want me to do for you. It has to be a 2-way street. It cannot be a 1-way street. It can't be. You either work together or you move on. If you're not married to this individual, you can move on from that relationship. But don't allow anyone to come in your life that's not going to do their part. Because to me, they're just there for no reason. They are not there for support. Okay, say you come home from work, you need some support, you want to have a conversation, but this guy's so wired for sound, he don't want to talk about that. He wants to know, but what you gonna do for me? What am I getting out of this? I'm telling you, I've seen it. This is so true. Those people get on my damn nerves when they haven't done anything. And I can even look back to when I was younger, from a friend of ours that stayed in my neighborhood. I was probably in the 12th grade, and I never forget this. His girlfriend told me and my buddies, hey guys, this guy is lazy. His name was T. He is lazy. So we're like, what you mean? He won't work? Here we go again. He won't work. But she put him to a test. She laid a bottle of, I think she said wine. I'm trying to remember, it's been so long ago. On the other side, on her side of the bed, she said, what you prefer having, the wine or our relationship? She said, you know, he reached over her and grabbed a bottle of wine. And to this day, he's the same person to this day. To this day, when I talk to some of my friends on the phone, he's the same guy. He still won't work, still hasn't worked. She still works, she's still with this guy all them years. That's what I'm trying to say. If you put somebody like this, you have to leave them. Because if you do not leave them, you are their crutch. You are the crutch that they keep walking on. You allowing them. It's your fault at this point. It becomes your fault. You cannot be messing with someone like this who's not even trying to help themselves. Ladies, if you're listening to me today, please, if you're in a relationship like this, get the hell out. I mean, as fast as you can. I'm talking, if only you're like boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, if you're a husband and wife, that's a little different scenario. You got to do a little bit different things in a relationship when you're married. I'm talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. It's just a boyfriend. It's just a girlfriend. You can walk away. And I get it. They're going to keep pulling on your heartstrings. Oh, baby, if you leave me, I can't survive. Yes, they can. They can survive. But what they're doing is keeping you there. Keeping you in the relationship so they can keep smooching off. Then they have the audacity to get mad with you when you don't give them what they want. I mean, really, when you don't give them what they want, they have an attitude. Let me show you something. You got to adjust that attitude. And adjusting the attitude is let them go. Simple as that. Let them go. Because they are not willing to change who they are. And by the way, you can't change them. You cannot change that person. They have to change themselves. They have to reach deep down inside themselves to change. It's up to them, not you. You're not a therapist, you're none of that stuff. So you can't really reach down inside his mind and say, hey, this guy is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You can't really do that. You can see the surface of who he is by the surface. You know what they're about. Now, if you continue dating this guy 2 and 3 years and you know what it's about and you continue to go downhill, so when I look at you, say you're 35 years old, but when I look at you, you look like you're 55, that's what happens. Those people will drain the pure damn life out of you. They would drain you because all they want is you to feel sorry for them. Stop feeling sorry for them. Those days are over. Well gone. It's time for you to pick up the pieces. Move on. Yeah, like I said before, you're going to hurt. You're a human being. You're going to hurt. So what? What you do once you're out of that situation, and this is what you should do. I'm going to put it that way. You should go to a park by yourself, leave your phone in the car, and just walk around the park and just clear your head. Don't try to get involved in another relationship. It is too early for you. You don't need to be involved with any other kind of relationship once you're out of that situation. Focus on you and you only. Get your mind right. Get your spirit right. Get yourself together before you even involve with someone else. And also start to working out, making yourself feel better. build your self-confidence up. I guarantee you, once you change you, watch how fast this individual gets on his phone, start burning your phone up. And what you do at that time, you lose his number. And you also advise him, I need you to leave me alone. And also lose my number as well. We do not need to have any kind of conversation anymore because I let you go along with this situation for 3 years and it has not gotten better. So I want you to please stop calling me. I will lose your number, you lose my number, because that person is as a dump bed. They dump all their problems on top of you. You know what I'm saying? Where you have problems as well. You have a lot going on as well. But is he concerned? No, he's not concerned because he does not care. He cares about himself. It's all about self. And that's the biggest mistake you make. Don't let other people try to say, hey, I need this from you. I need that from you. Okay, what you going to give me back in return? If they say they can't do nothing for you, it's time to step. It's time to step. I told you before, you can't fix people that don't want to be fixed. Now I think it's a quote by Tony Robinson. If you do what you have always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. That is true. That is 110% true. You're going to get the same results. You cannot change a damn zebra. Zebra color is what it is. So what makes you think you can change him? What in your mind you think that you can change this individual? You cannot. You can't do it. So I'm just telling you, if you're listening to me today, I appreciate you. I really need you to reach deep down inside yourself and say, my partner is not really a partner. He's all about himself. He's not about us. The word is us. He's not trying to meet me halfway. He's not even putting forth an effort. He's sitting at home, just relaxing on the couch while I'm out here sweating, working my behind off. And all I'm getting from him is I need. That's all you're getting from this individual. You can do, hey, listen, you can do good by yourself and you can do damn sure do bad by yourself. Those are facts. I know this from firsthand. Been there, done it. Life goes on with him or without him. You must live your best life now. Don't say, well, I think about it. No, it starts today, not tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. It's today. As Kevin Hart said, the sun's going to rise in the morning. That's period. And the stars going to come out at night. That's life. But this individual is not for you. He is for somebody that is lazy as he is. Put those two together. Let them enjoy each other. Because you are better than that. When you go look in the mirror, I want you to look in the mirror. You got the beauty on the outside, but you also got beauty in the inside. Why let all this go to waste? Why? You're a very beautiful person. It's time for you to live. Live your best life. Life is short. Life has no guarantees. There are no guarantees. We are only promised the moment that we're in right now. You're not promised tomorrow. So why not start today living your best life? Why not start today to move on from that individual? Why not today let them know I will not continue to be in this relationship with you anymore because you are not helping me mentally or physically. You are damaging me. That's all they're doing is damaging you. So if you're listening to me today, thank you. I really do thank you and I appreciate everybody. Keep living your best life. It's your time, so get it right. I love you. Continue to live.